A significant recent event that changed my outlook on life and who I am was joining the Army. Before I went to basic, I was weak, physically and mentally, but now I have a much larger confidence when it comes to physical labor and have a much stronger ability to focus on the task at hand. When I think about all the changes that happened to me, I think of the Army cadence, Mama Mama Can't You See, and how it talks about the physical and mental changes that happen. When I went to basic, I wasn't expecting anything unusual to happen than what I had been told. During the first few days of being there, we all had to know at least two things about every person in the platoon, which is between 60 and 70. Specialist McGill had a great story. He lost 100 pounds in the 6 months prior to joining the Army. When I asked him how he did so, he told me, "It's all a mental thing, man. Once you stop seeing food as entertainment and pleasure, it's easy to lose weight." Well, little did I know that that quote would have great impact on me later on down the road. When it came time to take our second PT test, McGill showed the most improvement in the sit-up and push-up events. When it came time to do the 2-mile run, something happened. Sadly, during all the in-processing that the Army does, they did not do an echocardiogram, which inspects the heart's condition. But what it would have revealed on McGill was that the heart was not strong enough to sustain a lot of physical activity because of a defect. So during the 2-mile run, he overworked his heart and it stopped working. When I ran past him, a drill sergeant was performing CPR and a captain was telling us to keep moving. There was nothing they could do, however, because he was already gone. He was rushed to the hospital where they were able to restart his heart several times, but he never regained consciousness. Although his death was tragic and heartbreaking for us all, we were all motivated by his large heart and desire to be there. His most famous quote was heard by a friend while on the phone with his fiancée the night before. "I'm getting stronger every day. I know I can do this." When we repainted the floor, we put this where he used to stand. When it came time to take our final PT test, our platoon blew the rest out of the water because we all had him in the front of our minds, motivating us. This picture hits the nail on the head about the mentality we now have. What Drill Sergeant Shields told us the night before we all left for the next stages in our career was this: never eat when you can sleep, never stand when you can sit, and always quit tomorrow. These words come back to me when I'm going through a very physically demanding event. So although joining the Army and going through all these events we did in basic was tough, and I considered quitting many times, I can now say I am a stronger person both physically and mentally because of what happened.